Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World Daily with me, John Jordan. So this is a bit of news today about my crypto heroes. So not that long ago, actually, but about a year and a half ago, my crypto heroes was the most popular blockchain game. Had about 10,000 daily active unique wallets. So that was its on-chain activity. Had a whole bunch of off-chain activity as well. So probably had about 30,000 sort of daily players, something like that. Which back then was pretty good. Even now, it's not terrible. But it's developed out of Japan. It's sort of quite a dense kind of Japanese style RPG. But it got really hit when Ethereum gas prices kind of went up about a year ago, because a lot of the activity was based around sort of getting kind of free tokens, and they had a subscription model, and a lot of that stuff got sort of hit. Around the same time, the developer sort of was changing how its approach, how it was going to deal with the game. So there's quite a lot of uncertainty about the kind of ongoing nature of the game, and just generally it sort of fell out of fashion. It was a bit of a shame, really, because it was, as I say, it was a hard game to sort of get to grips with. But once you got to grips with it, you sort of, it had like an idle sort of mechanic to it. And the best thing about it had really cool NFTs. So I've always been a massive fan of my Crypto Heroes NFTs, and I've got quite a few actually. So this is kind of good to see that it looks like there is something going on. There's sort of, maybe a reboot's not exactly the right term, but anyway. So what's happening here is originally the developer of My Crypto Heroes is a company called Double Jump Tokyo, obviously out of Tokyo, it's sort of been building out other things. It's building out some tech. It's doing some deals with other sort of companies. It's got quite a bit going on. So clearly, what they've done here is they have decided to make a separate company, the MCH Co Limited. So My Crypto Heroes now has its own company to commit to basically making this game. Also, looks like they're going to have a token. So, like we've seen with most of these projects now, most blockchain games projects have a governance token, which is some sort of form of community token, some form of being able to get people to vote on things, being able potentially to get passive income. Clearly that's where the industry is at the moment. There's already there's already tens of thousands of people have played this game, and there's also quite a lot of NFT assets out there. And obviously NFTs are a big thing at the moment as well. So people own these things, so you can kind of re-engage them potentially in the game. So it's interesting to read this. It's saying the market condition has changed a lot, particularly by NBA Top Shop that happened at the start of this year. Second half of 2021, it believes the NFT art boom is slowing down. Not sure about that, but anyway. But I agree that utility to provide liquidity NFT gets more important. So gaming, the fact that you have an NFT that isn't just pretty to look at, it actually has something you can do with it. It's what we call utility. So blockchain games are coming back into fashion, and the quickest way to get a blockchain game up is to sort of reinvent a blockchain game that's already there and kind of fallen on hard times, which is sort of what they're doing. There's a few other actually games doing that. CSC, Crypto Space Commander, game that's been knocking around for a few years, also being sort of rebooted. So they're going to go for kind of rebooting the NFTs and have a sustainable ecosystem and become the world's #1 blockchain game generated by user community. Well, good luck beating Axie Infinity at the moment, but there we go. So it is interesting that they're trying to do something around it. I'll be looking to see kind of exactly what happens there. So they're going to have two new people joining this new company. So these are actually people who are already working on Double Jump. So this guy has been the producer. Kengo has been the producer of My Crypto Heroes already, so he's sort of coming back in, so that's really cool. And Michael, who I know fairly well, who is like a coder and did a lot of stuff on My Crypto Heroes, really smart guy. He also worked on a new game, My Crypto Saga, which Double Jump's doing, I think, still. And now he's sort of come back to My Crypto Heroes. He's also doing stuff on Yield Guild, a really important thing they're building up there. So it's really great to see those kind of people sort of coming back on. It's really interesting to see something's going to happen with My Crypto Heroes because I really like it. I would definitely, there'd be a lot of Japanese people, so my Japanese is non-existent, so hopefully there'll be some English support there. But I can imagine even if the Japanese community can build something together, and they have a land system, so there is that sort of thing already. There is some sort of coalition around that. So we'll have to go and see what sort of happens. around My Crypto Heroes. While we're here, let's have a quick look. This is what they look like. So this is just OpenSea, the marketplace running on Ethereum. So these are the in-game characters. You can see, obviously they're all just NFTs. They all have actually different levels in game. You can sort of level them up. But these are priced high to low. So even though the game's not been around for a while, the price of these things has sort of maintained fairly well, actually. So they're definitely, just because the game is no one's playing the game anymore. People are still, I guess there's not a lot of activity on these, to be honest. But the people aren't dropping prices yet. And yeah, I really like the historic figures. So this is Arthur Conan Doyle, the writer of the original author behind Sherlock Holmes. We have who else do we have here? Let's have a look. Bismarck, the unifier of Germany, the Wright brothers. There's a whole bunch of these other ones which are sort of Japanese and Chinese sort of history. I don't know those ones because I don't know that culture, but I really like the kind of historic figures. There's Newton, thinking about gravity with his apple, and here I can't remember some Greek stuff. This one's really good. The physicist Schrodinger's cat, famous. Nostradamus, there's all this kind of stuff. Michelangelo. So I just really like the art style, so I would be happy to see a game back again. And we'll keep our eye on what's going on with My Crypto Heroes. And I do think, just as NFTs, they have really sort of beautiful value. So maybe that'll be another aspect they can sort of play into, the fact that you might want to own some of these things for aesthetic value. That's Schubert. I really like Schubert. One of his famous, not the thing he's most famous for, I think, but there's a famous poem that he set to music, I think. So there we go. Thanks for watching. This is Blockchain Gaming World Daily, looking at what's going on in the daily cadence of news. Please subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching, and see you again.